We just got a ton of news regarding Hockey Ultimate Team in NHL 26. In today's video, I'll break down everything with you, including all the new cards, events, 2 new game modes coming to NHL 26, and more. Now, first things first, if you guys are new, please don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna have a ton of HUT stuff going on here on the channel, event breakdowns, gameplay, series, pack openings, and more, and I'd love to have you around for the journey that is NHL 26. If you're excited for this year's game, make sure you leave a like on the video, and let's hop into the deep dive. Let's start with the game modes. First up, HUT Cup Chase. One of the most requested features from the community was a deeper offline experience. Enter Cup Chase. Cup Chase is an 18-game season with playoffs at the end, complete with best of 3 rounds. Every win pushes you closer to the trophy, and every loss raises the stakes. And based on the actual deep dive itself, it does look like Squad Battles is officially gone from NHL 26. This isn't just grinding through random CPU games. It is a connected season format where your progress and performance matter. There are no leaderboards and no waiting on weekly resets, just your own pace and your own rewards. Cup Chase includes its own reward track, separate from the XP path, so every step of the journey feels meaningful. Difficulty is up to you, making it flexible for casual and competitive offline players alike. And best of all, your Cup Chase progress also feeds into the overall XP path, so you are always moving forward. So Cup Chase is going to have 18 regular games that you're going to play against the CPU, and then 2 rounds of playoffs where the winner will get the HUT Cup. Now, what we don't know is if there's going to be a trophy celebration for HUT, which would be kind of cool. Now, as for the rewards, we can see 3 different packs here. The Playoffs reward, the Champions reward, and the Undefeated reward. The Champions reward is pretty self-explanatory. You're going to get that for winning the championship. The Undefeated reward, same thing. If you go undefeated, you're going to get an extra pack. My assumption is the Playoffs reward is going to be what you get for making the playoffs. And unfortunately, as of right now, we do not know what's in each one of the packs. And I know a big question is going to be, if it's only 18 games, then playoffs, what do I do afterwards? I'm 99.99% sure in saying that this is going to be repeatable as many times as you want, where you can get the rewards as many times as you want. Now, only the top 4 teams are actually going to make the playoffs, so make sure you sneak into that top 4 every time you play for maximum rewards. Yes, you're going to be earning XP as you play the games, that's great, but you don't want to be wasting time. You want to earn as many rewards as possible as you play. I also would not be surprised to see some objectives tied in with the mode, although that's not confirmed. There are a ton of people that play offline, and they need those people to feel rewarded, and if they're only going to be earning 3 packs every time they play Cup Chase, depending on the rewards, that might not be enough. That is everything we know so far about HUT Cup Chase. Let's move on to the other new game mode in NHL 26 Hockey Ultimate Team, HUT Ranked. HUT Ranked is going to be replacing HUT Rivals in NHL 26, so that means both Squad Battles and Rivals are officially gone. Competitive play in HUT now has a proper ladder system with the introduction of Ranked. The goal was to create a format that feels fair, consistent, and rewarding, no matter how much you play. Ranked is built around divisions that clearly show where you stand. The new matchmaking floors mean you will not lose an entire division once you've earned it, which takes away the frustration of dropping back down after a tough stretch of games. The climb is now about building forward, not recovering lost ground. The tiers are now set to like bronze, silver, gold, etc., and each time you hit a new rank, you will stay there for the rest of the season. So let's say you make it to gold 1. Well, you won't be able to drop below gold 1 for the rest of the season as you work your way up through the rest of the divisions all the way up to ultimate. And every time you hit a new tier, you're going to get a different reward. Now, by the sounds of it, it's going to reset every new season. So that means you're going to grind through Season 1, and then when Season 2 hits, you got to climb up the ladder once again. This also means that once you reach the qualification division, you never have to unlock champs again for that season. So if you want to play in HUT Champs, which is confirmed to be coming back to NHL 26, you only have to grind to a certain tier each season in order to play every single week. No more grinding week in and week out to try and make it. Other than Cup Chase and Ranked, we will be getting Wildcard back this year. We're going to have your HUT Moments, of course, and then your casual playlist. However, we don't know about any of the rewards for any of the other modes as of right now. And that includes HUT Champs. There was no mention of the Champs rewards, so let's hope that there's going to be a change here for NHL 26. Let's move on and start talking about the biggest change coming to NHL 26 Hockey Ultimate Team, the new salary cap and chemistry system. This is going to completely change the way we play HUT, and is the biggest change to the game mode we've had since sets were added. Building your roster in NHL 26 is about more than just collecting the highest overall cards. This year, we've introduced player combinations and a salary cap system to add depth and strategy to roster construction. I know a lot of people are going to be upset about a salary cap in Hockey Ultimate Team. For me personally, the game mode has gotten extremely stale. Every year feels the same, year in and year out. We're doing the exact same thing, grinding for the exact same cards. This year is going to be different. Do I think the salary cap should be in every mode? No, and it looks like it will be. But I'm happy they're trying something different, and we'll have to see how this all plays out. The good news here is, if you are at the very top of the salary cap, there is a way to get around it. Combinations activate bonuses when you connect players in creative ways, whether by item type, nationality, or team links. These boosts can impact ability points, salary cap space, or their overall rating, rewarding smart lineup planning without locking you into one path. The salary cap system adds an extra layer of roster management, encouraging balance and creativity instead of simply stacking stars. So the chemistry system is there to help you boost your players. There's going to be overall boosts for certain lineup combinations, AP boosts so that way you can use more abilities, and if you have the right lineup combinations, you can actually get extra salary. So let's say you want to add a big player to your first line, but you need an extra $1 million to do so. Try switching around players from your third and fourth line to get extra chemistry, or adding a player to your third or fourth line that you normally wouldn't use so you get the extra salary boost. This is going to be very different. It's going to take some getting used to. We haven't had something like this in a very long time. Once again, like I said, things have gotten very stale in HUT, and I'm happy they're trying something different, and I'm going to wait and play before I do any judging on the actual salary cap. But I'm just going to go ahead and say it. The last couple of years, it seems like EA has been focusing less on actually trying to make money with the mode, and I know it's really strange for me to say, and adding a salary cap only furthers that sentiment. They've made it extremely easy to be no money spent in the last couple of years, making it so easy that if you spent 1 hour playing the game at any time, you can catch up. I know because I did videos on it. Adding a salary cap is going to make it even easier for people to catch up at any time throughout the year, and in my opinion, this is a good thing. The game should be more accessible for more players. It used to be where if you didn't spend money, you didn't have a good team. Now if you only play for a little bit, you have a good squad that can keep up with anyone. Will there be people that spend money? Of course. Is it necessary? Absolutely not. Now, one thing that's really important to point out is that on the actual cards themselves, it's going to tell you their nationality, their salary cap, and what team they play for. These are all very important things to remember when you're building your team. Maybe there's a boost there where if you're using all Canadian players on a line, you're going to get a +3 to all of your stats. So you grab a card you normally wouldn't use, put it on that line, and suddenly it's way better than you would have ever expected. Another thing we're not totally sure of is if boosts are going to stack. Let's say you have 2 different combinations on one line. Will that line get both boosts at the same time? And can you do the same boost multiple times to have a theme team? Like hypothetically, if you want an all Detroit Red Wings team, like I do, will I get a boost for having all Detroit Red Wings if that's one of the boosts available? Now that's going to do it for the salary cap and the chemistry system. I will have a future video that comes out going through everything fully, deep dive when we actually have our hands on the game and I can actually go through it fully. Right now we only have some ideas, but I want you to let me know down below what you think of the salary cap and the chemistry system coming to NHL 26. Are you excited? Are you disappointed? Are you canceling your pre-order because of the salary cap? Let me know. Moving on, it's time to start getting into seasonal programs. This is going to be interesting. The NHL 26 content structure has been rebuilt for clarity and consistency. 4 core programs, captains, heroes, icons, and rookies anchor each season. Now, we've already seen some of the heroes and the icons coming to the game, but it looks like we're going to be getting captains and rookies each season as well. So that means every new season, we're going to get a new batch of each one of these player types. Each program unfolds across multiple drops throughout the year, keeping them relevant beyond launch. Alumni items have also been reworked into their own card type, making them more valuable from day one. This structure means less guesswork and more direction. You'll always know what's coming, how long programs last, and how they fit into your team's strategy. I'm going to go ahead and flash some different card types that we've seen throughout the deep dive here on the screen. But one thing that's really interesting, I don't see any X Factors. There's no mention of power-up icons or anything like that. Is this the end of the X Factor system, at least in terms of card type, and the end of power-up icons as well? I guess we'll have to wait and see. One thing I want to touch on a little bit more of is the new HUT captains. So the 4 players that you see right here in Anders Lee, Patrick Laine, Jonas Brodin, and Mackenzie Weegar. These are all super special cards that have a great ability. Captain Chemistry. The requirement for Patrick Laine's Captain Chemistry is Atlantic Division player items. So every single player you have on your team from the Atlantic is going to get a +1 in overall. And here you can actually see the cards getting the boost. So there's going to be a new batch of captains every single season, and you're going to get a choice pack at the beginning of each season to choose one of the captains for your team. Then with every other new season, there's also going to be new icons, rookies, and HUT heroes that you will be able to acquire. Alongside that, we are still going to have your normal events and releases. Let's go ahead and start talking about your first event of NHL 26, Fresh Ice. Now what's interesting is that it looks like this is going to be for early access only. So if you pre-order the deluxe edition of NHL 26 or you have EA Play, you can participate in the first event of the year in Fresh Ice. And if you happen to pre-order the deluxe edition of the game, you're actually going to get one of the MSPs. It looks like the MSPs for this event are going to be Logan Thompson, Brock Faber, Morgan Riley, Matthew Tkachuk, and that's Tyler Seguin there for the Dallas Stars. So you're going to get a choice pack for pre-ordering the deluxe edition of the game, or if you just want to get the 10-hour trial and try making the cards on your own, that's definitely your choice as well. We can also see here that there are ways to make different overall cards from the event that aren't the MSPs. Just like in NHL 25 where you traded in the collectibles you got from the event, that's probably returning for this event as well. Fresh Ice is going to have objectives, moments, and rewards designed to give your lineup a strong foundation, and Fresh Ice is going to connect directly into a worldwide launch event that follows early access, which is interesting. It says it connects into it. Are we going to be able to trade in the stuff we get from Fresh Ice for new event items? I guess we'll have to wait and see on that as well. Now, also exclusive to early access is an XP path. I don't expect this XP path to have a ton of great rewards, but it should help you build your collection at least. And we need to hope and pray that EA learned their lesson from launch of NHL 25 with their XP path, and it actually ends up being decent this year. Now, believe it or not, we're not done. We still have lots to talk about. Starting with Chel Week. What the hell is Chel Week?
A live content program called Chel Weeks. Chel Weeks delivers a structured drop of new content across 5 days, with something new added each weekday. Each week is built around a theme with a mix of buildable players, objectives, collections, a spotlight player item, and a community vote that ties everything together.
The first Chel Week theme is Cult Superstars, spotlighting fan-favorite players known for grit and character rather than just stats. Chel Weeks brings rhythm to live content, giving you a reason to check in daily and weekly as the season unfolds. So select weeks throughout the year are going to have 5-day content, Monday through Friday, like we used to know. It will not be every week, however. There's buildable players, objectives, collections, spotlight players, and community votes to give you a say in the outcome. I believe that spotlight player is going to work like the Titans of last year, where by doing moments or maybe even objectives, you can earn the card completely free. Now that's not 100% confirmed, but it makes sense to me. The one they show in the trailer is actually bound, so how else would you get it? Now it says it's launching alongside Fresh Ice.
Alongside Fresh Ice, we're also launching something brand new, a live content program called Chel Weeks.
But there's no other information alongside that, so we're not sure if that's going to be for early access only, if that's going to be at launch, or what. It looks like the buildable players for the first ever Chel Week is going to be Jacob Trouba, Jacob Slavin, Tom Wilson, and Nazem Kadri. And when we have more information regarding Chel Week, I will have a video right here on the channel going through everything you would need to know. Now, something I'm sure you've noticed throughout this video is that the menus for Hockey Ultimate Team look very different, and that is because they got a full refresh. This new design loads faster, takes fewer clicks, and surfaces the features you use the most. Whether you're jumping into a game, managing your lineup, or checking rewards, the path is shorter and smoother. We've also introduced personalized touches like featuring your top players on the home screen. And thanks to community feedback, the lineup screen from Wildcard has been integrated into edit lines, giving you a clearer view of your full team and chemistry. Please, I am begging, let there be less lag in the menus for NHL 26. Now here's a full look at what the menus are going to be looking like here in NHL 26 Hockey Ultimate Team. You have the little drop down for all the different game modes, which means less scrolling, which is nice. In between all of the information, you have your player and the different game mode or your rank behind you. And then, of course, we have the new lineup screen, which was taken straight out of Hut Wildcard from last year, and all the different ways that you can edit your team there. From your team lineup screen, you can actually change your lineup as well. It says there at the top left corner, if you hold down L2, you'll be able to swap between lineups, which means even less menus you have to go through. And the one thing I will say, we haven't heard anything about maybe an auction house change or a pack animation change or anything like that. So unfortunately, those are probably going to be staying the same here in Hockey Ultimate Team. Now, you may have seen this earlier, but we do have some new alumni being added to NHL 26. So we'll go through this here. We got Sergei Fedorov, of course. We have Craig Anderson, Carl Hagelin. There's Andrew Ladd, Andrew Hammond, Nathan Gerby, Pekka Rinne, Nicholas Kronwall, and Nick Holden. Kronwall being in Hut is exciting as hell for me. Carl Hagelin, Pekka Rinne, some decent names being added this year. And if there are any more alumni or icons added, I'll have a separate video going through everyone new here in the game. Now, I'm going to look at this card one more time. The 85 overall Wayne Gretzky. The icons that we get for pre-ordering are not power-up. Wayne Gretzky is not power-up. I am 99% sure Power-Up Icons are officially gone from Hockey Ultimate Team. It's not confirmed, but it makes so much sense. Now, on top of all of that, we also got to look at your main menus of the actual game. So just your main menu before you even log into Hockey Ultimate Team. Looks pretty sick. And I think that is everything we know about Hockey Ultimate Team so far in NHL 26. Now, of course, there will be more news that comes out over the next couple days. I'm going to have videos going through everything that does come out. And then with early access, of course, I'm going to have a ton of videos here on the channel. Once again, if you happen to be new, please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss anything. I appreciate you sitting down to watch this video. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much. This video took me a very long time to put together. There was a lot of information for me to go through. If you happen to make it this far, I really do appreciate you. Anyways, y'all, I'm out of here. Have a great night. I will see you tomorrow right here on the channel with another video. And again, new NHL 26 content coming very soon here on the channel. We're going to do some Be a Pro. We're doing lots of Hockey Ultimate Team, and we'll see whatever else we can get ourselves into. Let's make NHL 26 a great year. Anyways, y'all, thanks for watching. Stay frosty.